Hi everyone, it's librarian Lisa, and today I want to tell you a little bit about Long Island Reads. It's an annual tradition, it goes on every April, and it's a joint initiative by the Nassau Library System and the libraries out in Suffolk County. Every year a committee gets together and they pick a book that has a direct Long Island connection. So usually that means that the author was born and raised here, or the book takes place on Long Island, or sometimes both. This year's selection is Light from Other Stars by Erika Swyler, and she was born and raised right here on Long Island. This book actually takes place in Florida and in distant space. So not Long Island, but Erika Swyler was born and raised here. So I'm just going to give you a brief summary of the book. I'm going to read right from the jacket, just the first paragraph. Bear with me, I'm not like our lovely children's librarian, so I don't do story times. 11-year-old Nedda Papas is obsessed with becoming an astronaut. In 1986, in Easter, a small Florida Space Coast town, her dreams seem almost within reach, if she can just grow up fast enough. Her father, however, wants the opposite. Laid off from his job at NASA and still reeling from the loss of Nedda's newborn brother several years before, Theo devotes himself to extending his living daughter's childhood just a little longer. The result is an invention that alters the fabric of time. So you can definitely hear the science fiction tones in that. So if you're not a science fiction reader, you may feel like you might not be interested in this book, but I promise you this has really broad appeal. I am a science fiction reader, so I was definitely drawn in right away. But if that's not your thing, it has a lot of other things going on as well. If you're just a fan of family stories, there's a lot of family dynamics that are explored between parents and children, children growing up, and just how their place in their family changes over time. There's a lot of mystery going on, believe it or not, as you're trying to figure out what happened in the past and what's going on in the future timeline. So there's a lot to explore, and it was a very interesting book. I really was engrossed the whole way through. I teared up a few times too, if I'm honest. So I do highly recommend it. It's not very long. Let's see. I think it's under 300, or just about 300 pages. Yeah, just a little over 300 pages. I know it might be a little tough to get the hardcover version right now, but we do have it on the Nassau Digital Doorway in ebook and audiobook versions. I'll put the links in the YouTube video just down below, how you can download it and either listen to it or read it. So unfortunately the live event was canceled. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say the live event, I should say the in-person event was canceled, just because of everything going on. But the amazing people at the Long Island Reads Committee have decided to do a virtual event, a live virtual event. And it's going on Sunday, April 19th at 2 o'clock on Facebook. So if you go to facebook.com/Long Island Reads, all one word, you can see their Facebook page, and they're going to have a live event with the author. She's going to discuss her book, and you'll be able to ask questions, and it won't be the same as it being in person, but it's going to be just as great. So like I said, I love the book, and I plan on virtually attending, so I hope to see you all there. If you have any questions on how to download an ebook or an audiobook, we actually have a new Ask Me feature right on our website. So if you go to massapequalibrary.org, you'll see a little chat bubble, either on the side or the bottom of the page, and you can write a message directly to a librarian, and we will answer your questions as soon as we're able. So that's enough for me right now. I hope you read and enjoy Light from Other Stars, and if you do, comment, let us know what you thought. Bye, and see you next time.